Welcome back. It's Friday, which means we get to check in with Kevin and Chris from 98.7 The Dove. Good morning.
How are you?
How y'all doing?
Chris, I love your t-shirt.
Well, we've got Honor Flight today, our Honor Flight Radiothon, our second annual, and it is just an honor and a privilege to have an effect on this organization and be able to send veterans that deserve to be honored to do that.
Right, and you guys know about Honor Flight, and we see it on the news and stuff. It's just such a great experience for the veterans to go to DC, but it costs a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
To put one of these planes in the air and send these veterans out there to DC, it's like $170,000 plus. So what we do on this day, this is our second annual, is ask people to help us out a little bit, because many of these veterans, they've been dealing with, they've been struggling, many of them, over the years, and this is a chance for them to get together with other veterans and maybe move a little bit beyond that struggle and realize that they really are appreciated for their service.
Yes.
I love
And anything donated to the Honor Flight of the Ozarks stays in our area to help our area's veterans. So
Right.
it's an incredible privilege.
And we're glad that your radio stations are doing this, because that's just great for the community, and so many people love Honor Flight and what they do, and we just had Gary Ellison on talking about it. So it's very powerful and emotional, and we love that these veterans are kind of getting the love. He was talking about, the Vietnam War, how you didn't get a celebration when you came home. And it's finally now time to rectify that, and it's great to see that actually happening when they arrive back home.
We had one veteran story, Greg McManus, that when he came home from Vietnam, they were told to switch out of their uniforms. And
wear civilian
clothes because they weren't as welcomed as they should have been, and which is wrong.
But it's a whole, as you guys know, it's a whole different story when they arrive back in Springfield after their trip to DC with the music and the people, thousands of people welcoming them home the way it's supposed to go,
Pomp and circumstance that they deserve and have earned and have paid for, and we love that we're a part of helping for it.
Yep.
Wait, Chris, quick question, because I don't know. I've never seen the movie, but I know, didn't your Tom Cruise star in a movie called Born on the 4th of July? Is that about the Vietnam War?
Yes,
yeah.
And he that Ron Kovic is the story of him, and it was an unfortunate, return home and experience and things like that, and his life after that. And Tom Cruise did a great job in that movie.
What? That's weird.
Well, I also love this because this is a really good learning lesson for, I would say, my generation, millennials, Gen Zers, that, hey, Grandpa was in the war, but that's kind of all you know. That's all I knew. So this is a very good teaching lesson to, listen to it, watch it, just hear from the veterans themselves.
Yeah, and that's a great point, Maddie, because many of them won't talk about it. So that's part of the reason that the grandkids don't know anything. They keep it all inside. And you can only imagine the traumatic experience of actually serving in wartime. This is a chance for them to kind of let a little bit of that out, let it out, and be around others who had the same experiences.
And if you do happen to tune in to the Dove 98.7, I hope you do, then it is stories that are richer, dare I say, than any history book.
Yeah.
Okay, and I hate to, we're on such a serious subject, which we appreciate and love, but then Maddie and I were talking about this. She brought this up this morning, that you guys are having like a rip-roaring debate on Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
Yeah, well, Pop-Tarts are also a serious business.
Very serious.
We
want the veterans to have Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
We want everybody to have Pop-Tarts, but yes.
Yes, we got into a debate, Kevin and I, and we brought Don Luzader in, and I said, blueberry frosted are the best Pop-Tarts ever. Kevin's like, no, it's cherry frosted. And then Don was no, it's strawberry frosted.
Yeah.
So.
Okay,
so
do you want ours? Do you want ours?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I have a tie?
Ooh.
You can have whatever you want. It's your show, man.
My tie is, Maddie and I both agree, if the Pop-Tart is not frosted, why bother? It has to have the frosting.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Has to.
Exactly.
So my ties is because one is fruity, one is not. I love the strawberry frosted. Oh, that's my go-to. Or the chocolate with the chocolate fudge in the middle. I love both of those.
Maddie mentioned that one yesterday, didn't you, to us?
I did, yes.
And I did not know that it was so delicious, but you knew about it.
Yeah, I knew about it. I've tried it. I enjoy it. And there is no Pop-Tart I wouldn't enjoy. None. No, not one. You know, but you got to pick a favorite, and that's right. And I think that I had the most popular Pop-Tart if we did a poll.
I'm pretty
which
sure it
we
was
did.
Dawn Luzader with the strawberry. I know it wasn't me, but I'm going down with the sword with blueberry.
And you know,
What's yours, Matt? What's yours?
I'm gonna go cinnamon brown sugar. Heat it.
Ooh.
Gotta heat it up.
Hey, do you guys put butter on them? Because I do.
Wait, say it again.
Butter? Do you put butter on the Pop-Tart?
Oh yes, I know a lot of people who do that, and it's really good.
Yeah. Well, Maddie and I saw a recipe involving Pop-Tarts, and then we watched this TikTok video about it, and then her and I made it better. So maybe it's in your future, Jeremy.
Chris, why are you a mind reader? Because it is in our future. Monday.
On Monday. We're doing it Monday.
We are gonna add a twist though, Chris. We're gonna mix multiple Pop-Tarts into the fifth.
I guess you'll be delivering to the station after your show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know how you like our carpool casseroles? Well, this
Yes.
is just basically a Pop-Tart casserole that we're
Yep.
going to make our own. So there
Oh
you
my
go.
gosh. I'm salivating right
I
now
know.
thinking about it.
Guys, have a great weekend. Always great to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
98.7.
Radiothon right there at 98.7 The Dove. All right, we'll be back with our good friend Ingrid Fair. It's always a Good Friday with
It is
Fair.
a Good Friday.
Good Friday with Fair.
Good Friday with Fair.